Alright, so next project. This is a Velocity VL, I think it's 181 or something. Hoover. And it was left out, just somebody had cut the lead off it. It's a VL81. And I bought a new motor for it, only about 40 quid or so. Because they're not too expensive. A set of brushes probably would have cost upwards of that. But what was wrong with it, this motor, I just took it out, is that the bit of moisture it got in, and then it just snapped off. Probably vibration and corrosion, but it just snapped off in there, look. But you can see a little bit of moisture got ingested somehow. I suspect somebody had hoovered something up they shouldn't have done. How do you get the motor out? It's not rocket science, but behind the seal, there's a seal that sits on top. This is basically the cover, but behind the cover there's like screws, look. 3 screws in each corner. That's the seal that kind of sits on top. So you peel that seal off, take the 3 screws out, and the motor lifts out, and then holding the connecting the motor together is just these wires, and they're just loosely twisted, look. And then they're crimped with these connectors. So I'm going to solder these up and then crimp back on. And they've got these kind of rubber johnnies over the end. The actual main arm, it's just prized. You just have to prise. You have to put like this sort of tool. Anything will do. Paint scraper basically, and just slide it down the inside edge. There's 3 or 4 screws at the back, but it's pretty straightforward. And then I had to put a new lead on it, check the switches. The only other thing I had to clean out was the this bit was full of rubbish. There's a pipe that goes under here that was full of rubbish, and to clean that out, again, there's nothing to it. It's really simple. You just take the screws out. I got to make a 3D printed roller up in TPU or something. Replaces this one, so I'll probably find a bit of tubing or something and just print out a TPU something on the 3D printer. But yeah, there's just a few screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other screw sits behind that roller, so you flick that roller out, and then this shell comes away, and then you can take the brush out, and the brush actually falls out. So there's a couple of bits at the end where it sits in, and there's another electric motor in here controlled by a separate switch, which does a rubber band. So again, it's just clean it all out. It's a shame that they don't allow you to take this the brush out to clean it, and that's part of the problem with these type of hoovers. Is back in the days of the old hoovers, you had a little strap here. You just flick the strap out, and then you pull you'd actually have a rubber band around it that twisted, and the main sort of suction unit was through there in the old hoovers. But this one doesn't. You've got to take screws out to get into it. Apart from that, it's a good hoover. The only thing I've had to do on it is clean out the Venturi barrel and all the bits and bobs. It was full of maggots and other rubbish. Somebody had obviously decided to suck something up into it, and I don't think it agreed with the but it should be a good hoover, that. Anyway, that's how you take apart this Velocity. So if you ever need to repair one of these, there's really nothing to it. It just takes a little bit of effort. The tricky bit I think I only had was just figuring out how to get this bit out, but it all pulls out once you get the screws out. So yeah, enjoy the video. If you got if you need more information, just drop us a line via the comments. Good luck.